Hey everyone, it's Patty from pspapercrafts. Happy Friday and happy spring. I am so glad that we're in spring. It's a little chilly out today, but it's sunny and it's not snowing. Although I hear there's snow in the forecast for next week, so we will see how that goes. Anyway, this is our fun fold for today, Fun Fold Friday, and it is called a spanner card. I've seen other ones. Let me just show you first. So you open up, it's like a 3 kind of layer card. Isn't that cute? So I've seen them where it's just a narrow strip here, and I really like this one. This one I found Tammy Beard, Stampin' Savvy, made a card similar to this, and I thought I like this wide piece because then you can have something, you know, pretty good size behind it, and instead of the narrow piece. You could have the narrow piece and have something here anyway, but I like this little surprise with the little chicks. Happy Easter. So I made this using the Easter Joy Designer Series paper, and I actually die cut the Easter eggs right from the paper using the dies. So I used the bundle Easter basket, and there's this little egg die. I stamped this rabbit and used the die, and then the chicks. So I thought it was cute. I like the sentiment, Easter's on its way, and I love the paper. There's lots of different patterns, so I used 3 different patterns, and you just can open it and open it. So I thought this would be a fun card for one of my grandkids. This might be my last Easter card. Maybe we'll do one next week. I've got a bunch to send, so. And then I did use the coordinating Easter assortment. There's these little pink Easter eggs, and then the balmy blue and lemon lolly. So I put some Easter eggs down here, and then some of those. So it's fun because when you open this, you still have some there. So pretty cool. So you know me, we're going to have some completely different products for the next card. So I am using this Delicate Dreams Designer Series paper. I use this in my card club, and I had ordered a bunch of it for my club. It's really on back order till April 27th, but I'm telling you, it's worth the wait. So there's lots of different patterns in here, and you know, as I said, I used it for my card club. I was able to get on and order it, and before it was on back order. So it's very pretty papers and right up my alley. I love the blue. This light blue is one of the new in colors, hydrangea hue. I have new colors to learn. And then I decided I would use the bundle that goes with it, Delicate Whispers. Okay, so let's get our pieces together. I'm using Crumb Cake and Secret Sea. Now, there's a lot of different layers to this card, and I will have a project sheet with all the measurements, so you can either write them down as I go, or in the description of the YouTube video, there's a link. In that description, there's a bunch of links, and one of them is to the project sheet. So let's get started. First of all, we have a half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 crumb cake. So this is going to make an A2 card size. So it's 5.5 by 8.5. Okay. And we are going to score that right in half like we would normally do to make it 4 1/4. So we'll come right here. Make sure we're using our light gray scoring blade here. And let's fold it and burnish it, and then we're going to do some cutting on each side to get those flaps. And I just thought, I don't know who, you know, makes these cards, but invents them, I should say. So we are going to cut this on both sides at 1 1/4 on what will be the front of your card. So I am going to go out to 1 1/4 over here. I'm using this guide here. So 1 1/4, and I'm going to cut it right down to the score line. So I'm going to go up. So there's a little line here. I'm going to put it, tells me that it's right on that score line, and I'm just going to go up. And then I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to go this way, and I'm going 1¼ and I'm going to do the same thing. I want this little line here to line up right with my score line, my fold, and go up. Okay, so now you have this funny little card base. I think we're done with this. And then all we want to do is layer it up. So what I chose is, this is the inside. I chose these. I love this. I think it's so pretty. So we're going to put these on both sides. So let's get our, so I told you I would give you dimensions. These are each 1 1/8 by 4 1/8, okay? And let's just put this down. I think I'll use liquid glue today. I go back and forth, but I think on this, I want to make sure they're all nice and straight. And actually, I'm going to do it this way to make sure I get it all lined up nice. Help me to see it a little bit better. Okay, and we'll do the same thing on this one. And make sure this is directional, so make sure we don't do it upside down. And we'll put this right here. So really, with the measurements, all you do is layer and layer and layer. So now we have that done. This one, I have a piece of Secret C, and this Secret C is 2 7/8 by 4 1/8, and then the designer series paper is 2 3/4 by 4. So it's just down 1/8. We're going to adhere this and then adhere it here. So let's put this down. All right, right on here. I love the Secret C, and I think it's nice with the crumb cake because it kind of pops this off the card, having this little mat behind it. And then we're going to put it here. So far, so good. Easy, easy. Or easy peasy, people say. All right, just like this. Okay, so that's that piece. Then we want to create what I'll call the spanner piece, like this. So I took another piece. This is another in the pack. This is the other side of this. And I put it, so this piece is 2 3/8 by 3 7/8, and it's going to sit on a 2 1/2 by 4 piece of Secret C. I was going to use crumb cake for this, but I thought it kind of got lost. I like the having the Secret C back there. So do any of you play Mahjong? I love it. I play it in my community here. We have, I don't know, there might be 20 of us now that play. And we got the new card. And it was hard. Something new to learn. It's American Mahjong, and every year they come out with a new card. So it's new hands that you can play. So we all got our tiles, and we're all like, okay, what do we do? So it's a little different, but it's fun, and it makes it interesting to get a new card. But I really love it. So this is going to sit here, but it's not going to sit on this, right? So we only want to put glue on each edge here so that it sticks just to these flaps. Okay, so maybe you want to even do it like this. So you're really only going to put glue on each of these ends. And then we'll decorate this. And this is a strong glue, so a little bit will do it. All right, so I'm looking top, bottom, make it kind of even. Oh, and you know what? I shouldn't have done that. Now it's caught. Don't do what I say. All right. See what I did? But it's okay. The liquid glue hadn't stuck yet, so we're good. So now this will open like this. Whew. Glad I did that before it really stuck down. All right, so now we have our spanner card kind of base. We want to decorate it. I have a bunch of things that I die cut. So let me just pull them out. So I have 2 things for sentiments and all these little things. So I use the, what is this called? Nested Essentials, I think. I'll have it in the project sheet and on my blog. I think it's Nested Essentials. I should put a name on it. So I cut the smallest of this kind of rectangle, and I have 2 of them. So one is going to be on the inside and one on the outside. And then I die cut from this paper, which I thought was really cool. I use this die. It goes right on the paper, right on this flowers. So I thought that was nice. And then I just die cut some of these little things out of Mossy Meadow. And then these are actually vellum. So we're going to build this and see where we go. First thing I'm going to do is stamp the sentiment. So I'm going to do hello friend and then hope you feel your best soon. And I want to break up the hello and the friend right on here. So let's get that hello friend, and I'm going to get my painter's tape and just cover the hello. I like to do the bigger word first. So we're going to stamp, so only friend is exposed. So we're going to ink it up. We have to take this off because we don't want that little bit of ink to get on our card. And I'm just going to kind of center it. Very important. Now we have to clean this because we don't want any of the residual ink from friend to show up when we stamp the hello. Okay? Very easy. So now we're going to cover hello, or I'm sorry, friend. We already did hello, covered hello. We want to stamp friend. That's the idea. So we're going to ink this up so only hello is exposed. Take this off, and then we can center hello right above friend. And it worked. Sometimes you wonder if it's going to actually work or not. So this is going to come here, and I thought we would do some flowers. See, doing the hello friend across the whole thing would have taken up too much room, so I thought that would be nice. So let's see. I think I'll put the hello friend down flat, and then we can pop up the flowers with dimensionals. See how that does. So let's just put this right down. Whoops, I moved it. Oh boy, it slid a little bit. Okay, phew. And then let's get some dimensionals out. Sometimes that liquid glue is a little slippery. So we'll put maybe 2 dimensionals down. Take off the backs and just put it right like that. All right, and do the other one. And I think these flowers are so pretty. You can stamp in color, but it's not going to look like that. At least mine isn't. And we don't have the hydrangea hue out yet, so you couldn't even get that light blue color. But you can use balmy blue or something else if you wanted to. All right, and then we'll put this like this, and then we'll come back and do some bling on it. So let's do the hope you feel your best soon. So I thought this would be a pretty card to give somebody who's not feeling well, or you can just do a hello friend and not do this part on the inside. Just do some kind of flowers or something like that. So hope you feel your best soon. All right. So the key to this is you can't have anything that's going to show. So you want to make sure that what you put back here is not going to show up here and down there. Okay. So, and I'm wondering if this is going to be a problem showing. I wasn't thinking about that. Let's see. Maybe we should just have this. I was thinking that we could put, you know, some of this up here, but I think it will show through, and that will be funny. So let's just leave those off and put this down. And I am going to just, I'll use my Seal Plus. So you want to make sure before you press it down that it's not visible, you know, not showing through. Okay, so I think that's good. There's all this pretty around it. You don't need anything else. So then on the inside, I have a piece of Secret Sea, and that is, you know, 4 by 5 1/4, and then the white is 3 3/4 by 5. So I want to just see. I think that will look nice. And then I thought we would stamp some flowers just down there and down there. So I'm wondering, I kind of want them here and here. Let's see. I want them kind of off so that they're not, you could see the flower. I don't, you'll see what I'm talking about, I think. Sometimes I don't explain things very well. So I just want the flower here. And I'm not even going to color it. I'm just going to leave it like that. Put this here. Let's see how it looks. Because you know you can always turn the paper if you need to. My idea is that when this flap is down, this center flap, that it still looks, yeah. So I didn't want half the flower showing when I have this down, right? So when they open it up, it looks pretty. And then you could write in there, if you could, I don't know what other sentiment to put in here. So I'm just leaving it blank and we'll just write a little message. So let's put this on top of the Secret Sea layer. Don't you love Secret Sea? It's like a blue-black. And then this will go in here. And then we'll just put a little bit of bling on it. And I think we're golden. Okay, let's see. Hello, friend. Hope you feel your best soon. And then you could write your note. I don't know that I would write up here and down here. I would try to stay in here when you're writing your note, if that makes sense. So let's see. I thought we would put some of the... this comes in the Sweet Natural Matte Dots, and we can use any of the colors. So there's Crumb Cake, there's Mossy Meadow, there's Secret Sea, and then there's white. I think I'll go with the Mossy Meadow. I'm just going to put one here, and then, whoops, come on. I'll do 2 small ones. On this one, I put them here and here. So you could do that. And what's nice is that when you open it up, that one's a little bit caught there. You have it down there with the chicks. So these are the spanner cards. These are from my March calendar, and we're already at the end. So I have to, I will be sending out a new calendar by the 1st of April. and it'll have all new Friday fun folds or techniques. I do sketches, I do color combos, and these are on my Facebook page and my blog, www.pspapercrafts.com. And then these are just ideas for you to get inspired by. So thank you so much for joining, and hello friend, hope you feel better soon. And then Easter's on its way, and these little chicks, and happy Easter. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you next Friday.